Hi, I'm Torben Jansen from thoughtsonjava.org with a new Hibernate tip. One of the readers of my blog asked me the following question. In one of our use cases, we used the Criteria API to build the query dynamically. Now I need to add a subquery. Does the Criteria API support subqueries? And how can I implement them? Yes, you can use subqueries in your CriteriaQuery, and I will show you how. But before we jump in, please subscribe to this channel and turn on the notifications so that you don't miss any future Hibernate tips. The Criteria API supports the same features as a JPQL query. So you can use a subquery only in your where, but not in the select or from clause. Here you can see a class diagram of a simple example. It consists of an author and a book entity, and a many-to-many association between them. Let's get into the IDE and build a criteria query that uses these entities in a subquery. This query uses a subquery to select all authors who have written at least 3 books. In the first step, I instantiate a criteria query which returns author entities. Then I call the subquery method on the criteria query to create a subquery that counts the books written by the author, which is selected by the outer query. As you can see, I define the subquery in the same way as I create a criteria query. I first set the book entity as the root and join it with the author entity. Then I use the count function to determine the number of books in the select clause. And after that, I compare the ID of the author entity, which got selected in the outer query, with the ID of the author selected in the subquery. In the final step, I define the where clause of the outer query. I want to select all authors who have written at least 3 books. So I use the greater than or equal to method to check if the result of the subquery is greater or equal 3. Let's run the test and take a look at the generated SQL statement. Here you can see the query. Hibernate generated a query that selects all authors for which this subquery returns a number equal or greater than 3. Okay, that's it for today. If you want to learn more about Hibernate, you should join the free Thoughts on Java library. It gives you free access to a lot of member-only content, like an ebook about the Java 8 support in Hibernate, a printable PDF version of this Hibernate tip, lots of cheat sheets, and a video course. I'll add the link to it to the video description below. See you next week for a new Hibernate tip, and if you liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe below. Bye!